Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Lots of pink all around for this Mother's Day matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the Arizona Diamondbacks. The Cubbies are looking to collect their 8th win in a row next. Jody Ruiz will be the one towing the rubber for the Diamondbacks. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
Now at the plate, Adam Greenberg. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for the Cubs, the center fielder, number 19.
First offering on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Well, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Hey, I know everybody was on their toes right there from the pitcher to the defensive side. Leadoff hitters are known for this. Find ways to beat the ball into the ground and beat it out and get on base. Now they have to keep him in check. Let's see if they hold the runner close.
At the plate now, Pete Armstrong. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Fouled away.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Oh. That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
Now the 2-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Got to believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Digging in, Ryan Buckner. 13 at-bats in the series so far with 4 hits. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
Has a look. Now the pitch.
Nope. Ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Greenberg on second. Armstrong on at first with nobody out. 3-0 now.
3 balls, 0 strikes.
Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, beautiful dive. It's in time.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Embry.
Coming to the plate now, J.C. Embry, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming, here it is.
That missed, that's the ball.
The 1-0 home is looked at for the first strike. Runners are at second and third with one down. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Fielded cleanly, and indeed he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Really good team at bat right there, right? Just put the ball in play. He does just that, gets the ground ball, and brings home the first run of the game from third.
Stepping into the box, Freddie Santiago. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. He's set, and the pitch.
Ball. One ball, no strike.
The set and the 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Two outs here with a runner at third. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1.
2-1.
Right down the middle with a changeup, but not what he was looking for, taken for a strike.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
The set and the 2-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. He's got it on to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. On now to the bottom of inning number one. The Cubs lead this one 1-0. Sum Igawa is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you don't see a lot of guys that have 5 pitches, right? Sometimes it's hard to master even 2 or 3, but if you can master 5 like he has, he'll be in pretty good shape.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Billy.
Pitch on the way.
Hamilton.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is hit softly to third. And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1.
Batting second, the second baseman, Bruno Aponte.
Set to get his day started, Bruno Aponte, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, fortune has been smiling on them recently. They're unbeaten in their last 7 games.
You know, Matty, the season's such a grind, and you fight so hard day in, day out, and you're playing against the best players in the world, so you know you're going to lose some games coming out of spring training. To get on a roll where you win 7 in a row, a week of everything coming together, that's a special feeling.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 2-1 home. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Batting third, the shortstop, Thomas Bowden.
At the plate, Thomas Bowden. And you see what he's done in recent action. Obviously seeing the ball well right now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bullet back up the middle. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More to come on MLB Network Sunday Baseball after this. All set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Jason Kipnis.
First delivery to him on the way. Lifted into center field. Hamilton is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting seventh, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
So striding forward now, Ben Zobrist. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
1-0.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Second inning here as the Cubs lead this one early 1-0. Outside. 3-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Up in the strike zone, but the take sign was on. 3-1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Portillo is there. 2 down.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Jimmy.
Set to get his day started, Jimmy Grimes. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Lays off 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Rolled slowly to first. Scooped up. Goldschmidt will take this to the bag himself, and with that the inning comes to a close. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, who played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt.
Leading up for the Diamondbacks, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Pizza.
Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Nice two-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
So now to the plate, Edgar Portillo. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. High pop up. And there's out number 2.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Willie Reyes.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Willie Reyes. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here it comes.
See ya.
Igawa has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw us off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging.
1-2.
And that's off his leg on the mound. Clips it behind his back. And he's safe. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Into the box now, Dustin Rivera. He's 3 for 7 in the series coming in. From the stretch.
Ball.
This is where you got to take stock in this situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
2-0 the count.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Back in standing. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that ends the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Stepping into the box, Sam Igawa. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Igawa.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
And not much of an effort there as he'll look at strike 3 called. And on 3 pitches, he's your first out of the inning. Digging in now, Adam Greenberg.
Adam Greenberg.
First offering on its way. Runs up and gets this one down. But this is foul for the first strike. Here's the 0-1.
1-1. That's the ball.
Line drive to left. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. So a good job of going the other way here as he checks in with the one-out double. And as we pull up our Cubs leaderboard, you can see he ranks second on the team in that category. Into the box, Pete Armstrong, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. One out and a runner on second base. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the second out of the inning. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ryan Buckner, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
1-0.
1-0. Here it is.
2 balls, no strike.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs, but they're on top 1-0.
Welcome back. As the Diamondbacks look to get the offense going here in the third, this is the lineup that has had its struggles this season. At the start of the day, they find themselves as one of the worst teams in the league in hitting the long ball and scoring runs. I talked to one player before the game that told me he thinks things have sort of snowballed on them this year. They didn't get off to a good start, and since then, most everyone has simply been searching for answers and trying to do too much. He admitted it's been a frustrating year, but they have to keep pushing forward and looking for better ways to generate offense. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch coming. Here it is. Francisco Cervelli is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Now here's the pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Swing and a miss at the splitter. 3-1, and it's 3-2 now. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
The pitcher, Jody Ruiz, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch coming, here it is.
1-0.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit. The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. To second for one, on to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double play, and quickly there are two gone.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
Billy Hamilton digging in now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Bases are empty here with two men out. And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. Bruno Aponte would be next. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight. They're down 1-0. And back in Phoenix as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored one run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All set for the start of the fourth. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, J.C. Embry.
J.C. Embry.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and one strike. Embry hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. Certainly a versatile middle infielder playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, normally the transition from second base to shortstop goes the other way around, but this guy has such a strong arm. I don't see it being any problem for him to put his foot in the ground, backhand something in that 5-6 hole, and throw a strike to first base.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And he will not make the play. It's off his glove, but that'll hit off the wall in left center. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
In now, Freddie Santiago. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. A runner in scoring position with none out. Left field and deep. And oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall as he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
And it's fouled away. And he misses 2-1.
Boy, that's one of the toughest pitches to lay off. A hard breaking ball at the back foot. Tough take on a terrific pitch.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Here's Ben Zobrist now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Now the Diamondbacks get a left-hander up and working in the bullpen. Three runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. This is flared right back over the mound. And that's out number 1.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Grimes.
So digging in now, Jimmy Grimes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Settling in now, Sam Igawa, and a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. First offering on its way.
No, ball. 1-0.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Pulled softly out toward right. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
Into the box now, Adam Greenberg, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The 2-0 pitch. Pitch popped up. Aponte will put this one away, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Cubbies are in front 4-0. Up next for Arizona, Bruno Aponte comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The 1-0. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. Swing and a miss on what appeared to be the palm ball. It's 1-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And another foul ball. Again, a 1-2.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing it back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
At the plate, Thomas Bowden, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Up next to the Diamondbacks, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Paul Goldschmidt. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Goldschmidt is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And digging in is the outfielder, Pete Armstrong.
Pete Armstrong.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Grounded to short. Reined in. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
So frustrating, D-Row. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Pedro Juarez takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Stepping in now, Ryan Buckner, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. No hits to this point. Throw over to first, but the runner's back easily. The 1-0. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
Well, some may say that's a questionable steal with such a big lead, but to me, it's still too early to worry about disrespecting the other team. I've seen leads like this disappear, so they're going to keep trying to pile on.
A runner at second, nobody out. Hit the other way out toward right field. Portillo is there to put it away for out number 1.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, J.C.
Now at the plate, J.C. Embry. First pitch on its way. Looking at his career totals, Embry brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and a look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Matty, this is one of the best offensive forces in the sport. Not only an amazing batting average, but does it in a variety of different ways with damage. Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
On to Goldschmidt, and it's in time, a double play, and the side is retired. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cubs are on top 4-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the D-backs offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said that collectively as a group, their timing appears to be way off. As a result, they're often getting blown away at the plate or simply fighting pitches off. In the dugout, they're talking about getting things started a little bit earlier and simplifying their swings to give themselves a little bit more time to get the bat through the zone. We'll see if they're able to make those adjustments, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. High chopper over to the right side. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The batter, the left fielder, Willie Reyes.
Stepping up now, Willie Reyes. First offering on its way.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in a count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express.
To the plate now, Dustin Rivera, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. Kipnis showing off his range. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Man, this throw is nowhere close. As we take a look at it, you can see it sail high and down the right field line of the bag. Not sure he rushed the throw or he just lost the grip as it left his hand, but he's not going to be happy with himself about that throw.
Digging in, Francisco Cervelli. He drew a walk his first time up. Has a look, now the pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Has a look, now the pitch. Pitch out, nothing doing. Two out with the man at first. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Still 2-2. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Travis James will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 15, Travis James.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They're down 4-0. Andy Copley takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
For the Diamondbacks, number 1, Andy Copley.
The next Cub up, Jason Kipnis. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
Jason Kipnis.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope, that's outside. Ball.
The left-handed hitting Kipnis awaits the 1-0. Up top, it's 2-0. Two and 1 the count. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch.
That's the ball.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Pulled toward right center field. Portillo moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Now batting, the third baseman, Ben Zobrist.
And that'll bring in the veteran Ben Zobrist. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first is Zobrist heading for second now. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
So now to the plate, Jimmy Grimes, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 misses, ball 2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Lifted the other way out to left center. Hamilton on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Well, we just witnessed a really nice running grab in the outfield, worthy of another look with show track. Had to go a long way, 115 feet according to the data, and of course the route was top-notch as well. In now, Sam Igawa. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
Here comes the first pitch. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. From the belt, the pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. A ball and 2 strikes now. Hit weakly on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Cubs strand 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Striding in, Billy Hamilton will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's the pitch. And there's ball 2 now. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front. High and deep down the left field line. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Bruno Aponte.
So striding in, Bruno Aponte. First delivery to him on the way.
No, that missed. That's the ball.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
2-1.
Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Thomas Bowden.
At the plate, Thomas Bowden. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Behind 0-2 now.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Ready on 0-2. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. A runner on first with 2 away. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Arizona. They trail here 4-0. Fernando Benitez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 3, Fernando Benitez.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Adam Greenberg. Here's the first pitch to him. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. And this will be no problem over at third. And there's the first out.
Pete Armstrong.
Standing in, Pete Armstrong. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Hit on the ground to third. And into left field for a one-out hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Runner back safely. In now, Ryan Buckner. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 348 for his career. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Standing in now, J.C. Embry. Yes, he'll take a look at ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. 1-0 pitch on the way. Still only one out in the inning. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike two. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
At the plate, Freddie Santiago. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. And this is hauled in on the run as he takes quite a tumble but hangs on, and the inning is over. One more look at the circus catch in left field. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Edgar Portillo.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
the plate now, Willie Reyes, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Palm ball there, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Nobody out, runner on first. Sliced hard on the ground. Scooped up. There's one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
So coming to the plate, Dustin Rivera. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he got him out in front that time. Strike one.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And he won't bite on the palm ball, in the dirt for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He chases out of the zone for strike 3, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing doing for Arizona. They still find themselves down 6-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jimmy Esposito is in out of the bullpen now, as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Brooke Fairchild will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 11, Brooke.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Kipnis. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
That's a tough pitch right there. Curveball, kind of front hip. Your first move is to bail a little bit and kind of not want to get hit by that pitch. I can totally understand him taking that first strike.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Breaking ball is swung on and bounced to short. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Ben Zobrist. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander
One ball,
begins
no
to throw
strike.
out there. Now the 1-0. Pops this one up. Goldschmidt is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 9, Jimmy Grimes.
Now at the plate, Jimmy Grimes. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Yeah.
Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike one. Two out, nobody on. Breaking ball chopped foul off to the left side, and he's behind now 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Line drive, base hit. He's through first and hustling for second. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
You'd think they'd
Now
stop
back.
pitching to this guy
The
by now.
pitcher.
He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Stepping in now, Igawa, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Ready with the 2-0. Left a change out there for him, but he missed it. 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Into the box, Brooke Fairchild, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A runner at first with no outs here. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Hamilton.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Billy Hamilton. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That missed. That's a
A
ball.
ball and no strikes.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
Here comes the 1-0.
Yeehaw. Ball.
Time to be alert for signs of tiring here in the 8th. He's a pitch away from 100.
Man, I love this right now. He's given it everything he has, given this team depth, allowing the manager to pick some serious matchups when it comes to going to the bullpen, Dan.
Boy, you nailed that, D-Road. Now you could go to your go-to guys, the troubleshooters, the guy you want to bring into close games. Anytime a starter can get you through 7 innings, the 8th inning, it's a bonus. A job well done so far.
Now the payoff pitch home. Popped up. Buckner in foul ground. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 3-2 one more time. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is foul near the seats. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
This is in the air out to straightaway center. Greenberg has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
We'll see it moving up the third pace off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
So stepping in, Bruno Aponte. He's set. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Fouled away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will beat the throw, safe at the plate, and they're on the board. It's a 6-1 game now.
Now batting.
Stepping in, Thomas Bowden.
Bowden.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Now a throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. 2 out with the man at first. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
The 2-0. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner.
2-2.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. A run on a couple of hits here for Arizona. 9th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the D-backs 1. Kelvin Herrera enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Adam Greenberg.
The center fielder, Adam Greenberg.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's the ball. That's
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
One ball and one strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 1-1 is a bunt attempt, but he missed it. Pulled toward right center field. Portillo has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The left fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Into the box now, Pete Armstrong. First pitch on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Herrera, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
Fastball well outside. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. One out, nobody on. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup, so now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Ready to take his hacks again, Ryan Buckner, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, man, this guy flexed his muscles in that last at-bat. We heard that he has good power. That last bomb had to go well over 400 feet. He hit it a long way.
Love the fact that he's not scared to go right back inside with another fastball. I know he hit the last guy, but if he's going to have success, he's got to establish that pitch in.
On the ground to second base, this could be 2. One there, on to Goldschmidt, and it's in time, a double play, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Cubs 6 and the D-backs 1. Billy Palmer is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 25, Billy Palmer.
All set for the bottom of the 9th, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And the pitch. The 1-0. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. Here it comes. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Kipnis, and that's the first out.
The right fielder.
The Cubs are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
So now to the plate, Edgar Portillo. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Greenberg is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
The batter, the pitcher, Kelvin Herrera.
Damon Richard will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 23, Damon Richard.
There's the cut fastball, but it's low. 1-0. Comes into play here at 273. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. The 1-0 home.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, the third baseman, Dustin Rivera.
In now, Dustin Rivera. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First delivery to him on the way.
Yeah! No ball, 1 strike.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And there's a called strike 2, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
1 and 2.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. Arizona down to its last strike. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4 again. And they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
That is just a great at-bat there. When you're down late, you need base runners any way you can get them. And that never-say-die mentality could be the difference. We'll see how it plays out.
Thomas Nicholas takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 1, Thomas Nicholas.
Brooke Fairchild will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. A pause and the 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, bases loaded. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, that's 8 wins in a row, and it seems like they can't do anything wrong. When you're riding a streak like this, you eat the same food, you drive the ballpark the same way, you do everything the same because you don't want to do anything to jeopardize this streak.
6-1 the final tally today. The Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Sum Igawa earns win number 4 on the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Jody Ruiz was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.